Hi guys, so I have something really exciting to share with you today. Cutting Modern, who's a SVG creator on Etsy, has come out with some silhouette marketing materials. And today I'm going to show you the care cards. And these are cards that you can include with some of your products to your customers, family, friends, whoever you're giving them to, so that they know how to best care for the items to ensure a very long life for them. And so when you make your purchase and you download, it's going to be a zip file. So you want to double click or right click and unzip, whatever you need to do. And you're going to get your file. So you're going to have an SVG and then a corresponding graphic and a PNG. I've already moved the Tumblr one over. But what you want to do, flick for the shirt I'll show you, is if you drag the SVG over first, and then you drag the PNG onto it, and it creates a file. So then we'll do the mug, and we'll do the SVG first. And then we're going to do the PNG, and then for the decal we'll do the SVG and then the PNG. So now that everything's in, and these are print and cut, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to set our page size, and we're going to set it to current printer, and I'm going to make it portrait, and we want to turn on our registration marks. So I'm going to use type 1 because I'm using a Cameo, and then just kind of imagine an imaginary box that these registration marks create, and you want to keep everything in that. So you can kind of select it and resize it as you need to. You can just drag and go. And one thing that you always want to check is, let's turn on our cut lines. They're always on. Let's make them visible. Let's make them blue. So you can see that the cut line around this one's a little different, and this just depends. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So what you want to do is open up your fill window here, and with your fill window open, click on the pattern fill, and you'll see there's kind of some options down here. And let's start with scale, and we're just going to scale that up a little bit, and then we want to kind of move it. See how it's a little off here on the edge? So if you click on pan and then grab this little handle in the middle, and you can just kind of slide it. So that gives us a nice full cut file with our mug inside. So perfect. So we'll select this one here, and we're going to scale it up just a little bit. And that one's perfect. And then our shirt, I'm going to scale this one up just a little bit, and it is perfect. Well, let's pan that one just a hair. Just going to pull that down just a smidge. I don't want to cut off the thank you at the bottom. And then it looks like this one's good to go. So now that those are done, we can lay things out, and you can resize them to fit. So let's put this one here. We want to stick this in the cup or the tumbler, so we want it small enough to fit. This one would be cute as a hang tag on your shirt or stuffed in the packaging. And then the mug would be nice to be able to fit it inside the mug. Let's flip this around. Again, we're trying to stay within the constraint of that imaginary box. And you could cut these, do all decal ones on a sheet, all mugs on a sheet, all t-shirts on a sheet, however you want to do it. But we've got all those in. We're just going to fit all of them on one sheet for today so you can kind of see what it looks like. So we kind of got everything where we want it. What we want to do is those blue lines, we don't want those to print. So we're going to select everything, and we're going to open up our line style menu here. I'm going to click the colors, and I'm going to select none. So now we have no visible cut lines. So now we can go to File and Print. And you're going to get a print dialog box. If you're on a PC, it's going to look a little different than it does. I'm working with a Mac. Make sure you've selected the proper paper. We are at a midweight paper, so that's perfect. So we are going to click Print, and it's going to go to the printer. While that prints, we can go to the send panel. And if you notice, everything's kind of faded out. There's nothing bright and bold. That's because nothing's set to cut. So if you just drag your mouse to select everything and click this cut button right here, and now it's going to turn those cut lines on, and that's going to allow you to cut. We are set for cardstock plain, which is what we want. Blade settings at 3 is perfect. It's a simple cut. It's at 8. And we are going to load this in the machine and get cut. Okay, so we have our file printed and we're going to load it in our machine. And for print and cut, it's imperative that you have good light. So I do have my light turned on overhead. Let's load it up and get our cut. So we're reading our registration marks. And then it's going to cut out the design. Alright, so here we are. We have our t-shirt, our mug, our to-go cup, and our decal application card. And again, you can cut these at any size that you want so that you can include them with your items. And this just really helps your customers know how to care for that item so that it will last a long time. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.